It's that, or we've got county attorneys that tell us what to do. I have learned a couple of cowboy poems, and this one I think is probably one that most of you will appreciate. If I can remember it all, it's been a little while since I've given it. It's called The Rancher's Revenge. We spent all day working calves, and then we stopped to rest. Buck opened up a can of pop and took some gum out of his vest. We sat in to contemplate the problems of the day, some stretched out on feed sacks, some on a pile of hay. And then he said, for 30 years I've been running steers, and how this cattle ranch has changed could bring a man to tears. Some people say that beef's too high. Some say it causes cancer. But every bureaucrat you ask, you'll get a different answer. And I think about the government and all the funds they've spent to get the people on our range, and then they raise the rent. They pay a man to grow no corn. They buy another's cheese. They pay you not to milk your cows and turn loose half your bees. And Joe said on the radio, they broadcast Tuesday night, there's just too many cows. Now that's the rancher's plight. It seems some fellow took account, and don't this beat the band. He said there are 9 million cows that graze upon this land. And Joe, he did some ciphering, and this is what he said. Fellas, listen here. What if that 9 million head was one gigantic steer? That critter'd weigh 1 million ton. It'd stretch from coast to coast. It'd eat 90,000 ton of hay, but what I like the most, his right hind foot would go near Buffalo, his right front in Tacoma, his left hind in Jacksonville, his fourth foot in Pomona. And after he'd eaten all that hay, wouldn't it cause a fuss if that steer did to Washington what Washington does to us? Tamar and I both sit on the executive board for the American Lands Council, and so I'd like you to, if you would, pick up one of those flyers in the back. We really need some support on this to keep things efforts moving forward. So thanks for being here. We really appreciate your attendance today. And thanks to Celeste. She's the one that's put the whole thing together. So give her a good hand.